ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
It's the Stansberry Show. Rock 106.9.
Welcome to Thursday morning on the Stansberry Show here on Rock 106.9. If you missed yesterday's program, any show before it, grab that podcast at WRQK.com. Also, grab the sign-up sheet for the Stansberry Cup, our golf outing July 24th, that at Raintree Golf and Event Center. We were there last year. Can't wait to go back this year. Looking forward to that. If you've never played there, This is a great opportunity to do that. Get your twosome, get your foursome, whatever it should be. Get your team signed up today. That at WRQK.com. It looks like it may be Bad Parent Day on the Stansberry Show this morning. I shouldn't really laugh about this, as I got a story here about a woman throwing her baby in a garbage can in a Walmart so she could continue to fight. Good news for her is her 20-year-old niece was there to help her out with that brawl. Good God. A woman in Florida, I believe, has been accused of locking her 8-year-old son, I believe it was, in an 8x8 box. A lot of 8s in that story, so we'll get to that too. And there's a few others up our sleeve as well, so it looks like it may be Bad Parent Day on the program here just a little bit. Pat McGann, comedian, on tour with Sebastian Maniscalco, so he'll stop by. 9 a.m. we'll talk to Pat McGann. Also at 9, we have the Olympics coming. And Olympic coverage is going to look and sound a little different than you and I may remember. I think this is a little bit of a test here, and I think it's why we're finding out about it now. What's going to happen is, in TV, it's called wraparound, right? When you hear the broadcaster kind of come back from the break and be like, all right, let's go back to Kelly at the ice, right? And like the wraparound. What apparently they are going to do is use AI versions of Al Michaels for the wraparound. I have that for you. We'll run those for you at 9 o'clock so you can hear them. I believe what they're doing here is a little bit of this. Let the information out now. Watch everybody get really angry about it when it actually airs and people don't necessarily notice, or the bulk of people don't. They will be convinced they can only do this more. It's for sure true. A lot of people you know in the television business, and a lot of people you know in the radio business, hand raised, are going to be sacrificed at the AI altar. And I mean soon. And I mean real soon, dude. So, like, that's a thing. We will get there. We will be talking about that a little bit. Al Michaels, wraparound AI voice. We will do that with the Olympic coverage, 9 a.m. this morning. I am not looking forward to that. You can text the studio at 330-450-7625. You can also reach out via the microphone talkback button on iHeartRadio, and I'm on your socials at The Stansberry Show. At 8 a.m., we're going to have to talk about indecent exposure just a bit, as a judge has ruled, I believe this was British Columbia this was. A judge has ruled that a man's testicles and penis falling out of his shorts was not accidental. When I read the facts of the case, I kind of agree with the judge in BC, so we'll get to that in a minute. Also, you have some audio here from a young woman who is calling out ESPN for sexualizing her and her friend.
Love you.
Apparently, they were at the College World Series. They were eating ice cream, and they were pretty close to the field. Yes, it is. And so, apparently, ESPN hand the camera to them. There was apparently some commentary about it, and now, of course, the internet has sexualized these two young women. There are memes everywhere. There's all kinds of stuff.
So what you do for fun now, poke the bear?
ESPN. It sounds super complainy in the beginning, and she has a young girl, just gotta be quiet, voice, right? The way older people will tell a teenager to be quiet. She does kind of have one of those, so at first, you're kind of like, shut up, lady. But the more you listen to her, the more sense she starts to make. So we will take a listen to that story. I think ESPN is going to be on the defensive here over that one just a little bit. Also, another internet examination could tear men and women apart. I saw this yesterday, and I thought it might be decent conversation for the program. Who, in reality, is more controlling in a relationship? Is it men? Because that's the way it gets talked about. Or could it be women? There's another one of these examinations. Bears in woods, ladies in trees. We have another one of these. And when I saw it, I was like, well, that's interesting, because people are right. That is the way that goes down every last time. There are multiple angles of it, like any other conversation, so we will try to figure out today. I don't know if we will, but we will try to figure out who in fact is more controlling in relationships. Is it men or is it women? Possibly. And again, like I said, we got a couple of different bad parent stories today. Women throwing babies in garbage cans at Walmart. Also, there's a new dating term out there. It's sneaky link. And I think actually, you know, I can look down my nose and be like, I don't know about all this newfangled stuff. I don't know what you guys are doing. I don't know. Get out there. Don't be afraid to tell people that you like them. And don't be afraid to be in a relationship with a person. But there might be a good reason for you to have a sneaky link today. And I don't think it has anything to do with you. And I don't think it has that much to do with the person you're having sex with. But it does have a lot to do about everybody else you know. Sneaky links may not be the worst situation ever.
Here's what's next on the Stansbury Show.
All right, so we opened this door a little bit yesterday about profanity, where it goes, where it doesn't, and the like. And I've taken, that's a lot of mistakes for the first opening break of the show already. I have taken a few messages on this, and I wanted to address those because some decent points were made. So profanity, where does it go? We'll try to figure that out, and we'll do it next year on Rock 106.9. We'll talk to comedian Pat McGann. That at 9 a.m. this morning. He's on tour with Sebastian Maniscalco. We'll talk to Pat at 9. I believe not that far removed from his first special, which he recorded at the Vic in Chicago. He's from there. But that had to be cool for him. So we'll talk to Pat. We'll do that now. Yesterday, we got into the conversation about profanity. And where it goes, where it doesn't. It was a few years ago now that a internet celebrity, and a pretty big one, Gary Vee, was talking about how you shouldn't really worry about your kids using profanity anymore. He doesn't worry about it.
Where are you going to go?
Where?
Into the bank to
point,
get
it's
the
the
money
real
out.
world. If you have the tools to be successful, the
No,
language
you're going to
isn't
go. You're
to
going to go
prevent.
in and get the rent out.
If you're going to run your own business, maybe not.
Then you're going to
but
get your
until the
salary out.
world starts to see things that way, I still think you're going to be judged by the language you use. I know for sure I am. We talked
I
about
don't know
that a
how
little bit
to
yesterday. We may get back
It's been
into
a
it
long time I
today.
didn't get the withdrawal.
Quit playing
You will be
games and go
judged
get
and
the money.
evaluated.
No, honestly, I'm not joking.
And that's why people tell
The last
their
time
kids,
that I withdrew is
be
when I was
careful
in the
what you say,
Philippines.
Don't swear.
By using
You
a
walk
card.
up to the counter like always and ask them
Because
to
other
make
people's opinion,
withdrawal.
depending on the
Why we
situation,
cannot
mostly
withdraw
when
in
you're
a-
talking about becoming employed
In the
somewhere,
ATM.
it will matter, right? What people think about you does matter.
I don't want to make
Right?
three
What you
dozen.
do
I don't want to make 3 dozen
Will
transactions
change
at the
what they
ATM.
think. And so ultimately, that
You
Can
can
you-
use my card.
what got us into that conversation
my
was
card.
the new Lakers coach, J.J. Redick, who is fighting another battle right now, and we have to address that, and we will here in a second.
Why are you doing
But
this?
this is what happened after a couple of questions at his first press conference, being introduced as the Lakers head coach. Now, he did tell this
What
journalist
is
before answering it this way, I understand your question. I think he was polite
Bill
about that
collection.
before we get to the piece I'm going to play.
However,
Okay, for now you can
I
get
don't really
that.
have a great answer for your
Just go get it, please.
question.
No, sweetheart. I don't want to get it without the transaction there.
I'm just not
Just only
concentrating
for the
on
gonna
that.
withdraw.
This is an
I can use this ATM.
getting my arms around the Lakers,
We can
getting
use
to
this
know my roster,
ATM,
getting to know
sweetheart.
the fellas and think, I mean, right, that's what he could say.
I want to coach the Lakers. I want to coach the team. I don't want to dispel